Who is the GOAT?
The GOAT. I know I'm in the conversation, but like, hey guys, it's Canadian. You can call me Troy. And here is my life story in 5 minutes, hopefully.
What are you most well known for?
Probably being good at Rainbow Six Siege. I think sometimes screaming at the camera and my opponents.
I'm old as with the worst gun in the game!
I think it's mixed though, because I'm also like heavily criticized also as a result. Controversial figure, I think, of like, I win, but I don't perform statistically. So some people think I suck. Some people think I'm great. Known for winning though.
Aren't you the only player to have gone to every 6 invitational?
Yes. And I guess the other statistic would be that I've won 3 different major championships with 3 different rosters. Usually people have only won with the same roster.
So just like a really big streak of luck for you then.
Yeah, very lucky.
How do you describe what you do?
That's pretty hard to sum up. One I've been saying lately, everyone else in the game, or not everyone else in the game, but everyone else on the team plays an FPS and I play an RTS. The shooting doesn't matter for me. I'm just thinking about like the chessboard and the strategy and the utility and the numbers and all that. So that's part of it. And then the other part is just trying to be a good leader and a good teammate.
Can you speedrun your life story for me in 1 minute?
Grew up Canadian, big sports family. My dad's like super hardcore coach. So grew up playing baseball and hockey, pretty high level in both. Played with a bunch of current NHL like superstars. Hit my head a few too many times. Had to stop playing, basically stop playing sports, which was, I'd say 75% of my life growing up. Wasn't really sure what to do. Was missing like the competitive void, but also like the part of being a team. And then it just kind of like clicked while I was just kind of bored after school, playing video games. Found like tournaments to compete in. Started in like Call of Duty Search and Destroy. Eventually Siege came out, played it from the get-go, competed from the get-go, and rest is history, I suppose.
How do you like Toronto?
I'm basically from Toronto, born and raised, GTA. Been here my whole life, or like within the vicinity. So I love it. I'm obviously very proud to be Canadian, given it's my in-game name. Yeah, just having like our team basically based here, it's really cool for me.
If you were to write a book, what would the title be?
I'm really curious what my teammates said too now. I roughly know the subject, but now I really want like a good title. The subject, I think it'd just be like just life and competition and in teams, because I think I have like a somewhat unique experience of it being in traditional sports and esports.
Maybe something about like icing people, and then but also on the ice.
Oh my God. I don't know. All right, stumped.
What's something you care a lot about?
Being a part of a team. I think that's kind of my like go-to. It's been like something like that's just been such a like core part of my whole life that it's something I really care about. And like I've had the void in my life without it kind of thing. I really missed it then, and I know for a fact I'd really miss it again. So just enjoying that, I think.
If you could have one gadget or skill from an operator, what would you?
One gadget. Ooh, Sledge's hammer, because that means we won SI again.
Was there a moment when you knew things were starting to work out?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think honestly, probably my first event that I went to, which was the year 1, season 2 Pro League finals. Maybe a little after though. I'd say probably actually when my former team got picked up by Evil Geniuses. I think that was it, because that's when I finally became like full-time salaried pro. I'd say a bit before that, like I could kind of see it happening, because I could see like, you know, that I was really good at the game, but it was a matter of like, you know, will the game blow up enough essentially? And then that moment kind of happened with EG, and then I realized, okay, like the game's gonna kind of take off a little bit. I think I can do this.
What was making that decision like?
So actually I started to like basically play full-time before I was salaried. Part of that was just because honestly, I got really lucky with the timing of it. The game released basically as soon as I'd be starting post-secondary education, college, university, whatever. As soon as I'd be starting that. So it kind of just lined up perfectly where it was like, I can take a little bit of time to try this out and see if it becomes something. It did. And then it was just kind of easy to go from there almost.
I'm gonna play a video for you.
Oh boy.
Stuff from Canadian to hold the line and ring this timer down even lower. As he does find the player dropping, we'll see another fight occur here as Bolo pushes his way in, finds the down onto Bosco and successfully eliminates him. But not before a little bit of trade back damage comes in from Canadian.
I remember this very well. Castle didn't have the super shorty then, forgot about that. But I think after that, I started calling myself the conductor, because I always played in the train room, and it always went well.
Can anyone else call you that?
No, just myself.
What was going through your head in that moment?
I honestly don't remember. I think I've played in so many matches now that so many are blur far back. There's like some specific moments that stand out, but I think a lot of it is like a blur.
What about after?
After the match, we felt like top of the world because that was the winners bracket finals, and TSM had felt kind of like the best team we were playing at that event. I mean, yeah, we felt great. It was a bit of a controversy. There was a big tech timeout, and then we had a comeback afterwards, but we made a big comeback on that cafe. And I think it's just always a good sign, especially in a tournament, when you can make comebacks like that happen, because it shows something about the mentality of the team.
I got one more clip I'm gonna play.
Curious how old I was in these. I've gone back and seen.
The fuck out of here! I'm crazy! Wow! Let's go, Nathan!
So current day me would be saying this guy's columns are fucking terrible. I'm trying to think of how old I was there. Probably like 21, 22. Yeah, early days. I think the game was like so simple that it was like just riding off like confidence and momentum kind of thing. There was a lot of strat stuff still, but a lot of it was like more pre-planned or like stuff like that. But yeah, if I'm just like screaming nonsense in the mic, I think I'd be mad at my teammates doing that now, just like clogging up comms. Yeah, my comms sound like nothing like that now.
Who is the GOAT?
I know I'm in the conversation, but like, I don't know. There could be arguments whatever which way. I think you could throw Pengu up there because of the dominance they had early on. And then you could throw Shaiko up there. He has so like he has the top number of winnings. I think you could start to throw a lot of the current Furia players into the conversation just because of how good they've been for how long in the current state of the game. I do believe I'm in the conversation, but I think it's just like an ongoing discussion. I don't know.
What about outside of R6?
Outside of R6, Michael Jordan, LeBron thing, I go Michael Jordan.
What are you nostalgic for?
Music's like the easy one. I'm a bit of an old soul with music. Like I like even like 80s music I'm big on too. I'd say in general though, like I feel like I'm naturally pretty nostalgic. Like, you know, like honestly in the city, like I'll get it just like walking by like a building, like maybe I have a memory of like from when I was younger. But music I think is like the one that like ties me back into it because there's like songs from specific moments. Phil Collins' In the Air Tonight is like a huge one for me. Like I remember growing up like on the way to like hockey practice and baseball practice and stuff like that. Like it was one of the cassette tapes my dad always played. He'd always play like Phil Collins in the car, and just every time on the drum solo I'd be fucking killing it in the back seat on the air drums.
What's your hottest take?
I'll say it sometimes is like some people say they want it and some people actually want it. Like I think a lot of people like say they want to win when they're competing, and I don't think they do. I don't even know if that's a hot take.
What game is the most toxic?
I think it depends what you play. I don't really play League, but Richie, Rexen on our team plays League, and it seems pretty toxic, but I don't know if that's the game in general or if that's also just Richie. From games I've played, Valorant, I used to play it a bit, and I just remember like every game it felt like I was like fighting against my own teammates. But yeah, Valorant or League. Riot Games, I guess.
What's the best advice you've ever gotten?
It's hard to say. Sometimes the best ones are like you realize like what a person said to you before, and it's like you realize it later on like what they meant by it or whatever and how to apply it. I had a hockey coach teaching me about like just mental toughness when I was younger, and you know when I was playing hockey, when he was teaching me about it, all I thought he was talking about was like, you know, don't retaliate kind of thing, like with penalties and whatnot. As I've grown up, I've started to realize that it's like not always reacting necessarily emotionally to whatever the situation is, especially in competition. Like my dad he'd always say to me, like when I was younger, he saw like how I was treating Siege, and he was just like trying to tell me basically like treat other things in life the way that I treat the game. And I think I see that now. Like I feel like if, you know, I really apply myself to something, I can get really good at it because of the approach I've learned through competition and yeah, working with teammates and working with people. But I don't necessarily know if it was kind of advice or like I don't know if it's what he said clicked for me or if, you know, it's something I just learned as I went on. But I know what he was trying to say. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned a lot about me. And in under 5 minutes, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yep. My pleasure.